Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into this video today. So we're going to talk about your improved reading class and what is expected of you in this course and how to access the course materials. So let's get started. I'd like to start off with some expectations. This course has three major ones, and by the end of the course, you must have the following. First off, we must have completed 10 reading level labs with a 70% or higher. The lab will not count towards your total if it's under 70%. And if we fall short of that lab requirement, unfortunately, that does result in an automatic fail and not passing the class. So that's very important. As well as a second requirement for this class, which is you must have a Lexile level of 1100 or more. And students who plan on applying to the nursing program must have a Lexile level of 1400 or more. A Lexile level is basically defined as a measure of a reader's ability to understand text. Now, the third expectation for this class is you must accomplish an overall grade of 70% or higher in order to pass. So all three of these expectations must be successfully completed in order for you to pass the class. So it is important that you are keeping track of the number of labs that you're completing, in which you can do that in the Pearson My Lab. And it is important to also check your grades frequently, which are posted in Canvas. Now, I'd like to talk about textbooks that are required for this class because there are multiple required books. And our best strategy here is to make sure that you guys know how to locate these textbooks and to make sure that you're using each one in order for you to be truly successful in this class. The first one we'll talk about is the Pearson My Lab, and that is where all of your labs are located. We're going to watch a short, quick video that I find super helpful. The person in this video, though, does not work for NEO or teach classes at NEO, but the setup is the exact same. So let's check that out now.
If you are a student at Northwest Community College and you are attempting to register for a science class, My Lab, and Mastering Content, I want to talk about how that is done. In the course lecture where we are starting, find Red Shelf on the left and click Red Shelf. Scroll down until you find the content that matches the course, 251363. That matches here, yes, nicely. Click on View Course Materials. I believe the first option will be for the textbook. The second one will be a complex code that you can highlight, right-click, and copy. Next, you will go back to the My Lab and Mastering tab, and then you will open My Lab and Mastering, and this will allow you to use that code to activate your account. If Pearson already knows you, there will be 4 or 5 boxes that pop up. You will just click on the left box, right click and paste and submit, and you'll be good to go. If Pearson does not recognize you, you will be either asked to sign in or to register, which will then lead you to a code page, which will then do just as I explained. It'll pop up with several boxes. You go to the left box, paste it, submit it. This will get you access to your lab and mastering in your lecture. Once one has gained access to the lecture, then one can go to the lab, and all one has to do now is just click My Lab and Mastering, and it will automatically recognize you. You can click Open My Lab and Mastering, and it will delay for a few minutes while it's loading your course work. There is a
Okay, so I am going to stop the video there because remember, it's a different course, different teacher, but the same setup. But what you will look for is the course code CIED. That's your improved reading class. And from there, it will prompt you once for you to go into Red Shelf to get your code. So make sure you write it down and copy and paste it, whichever is easier for you. Make sure you keep that code so that way you can go back into My Lab, register for Pearson, and then copy and paste that code or type it in. It sounds like a lot of steps, but I promise it's not that hard. And I will actually be sending out this video in email format as well, so you can refer back to it as often as you need to repeat these steps as needed. Textbook number 2 now is your vocab book. So the same place you start out in for My Lab Mastering, you're going to go there for that here too. Now there is a little arrow. So because the first thing you'll see is the Pearson My Lab Mastering, but we've already taken care of that step. So you'll want to click the arrow and then it will bring you to the vocab book. And I believe the color of the book is yellow. So be sure to look out for that. Now, finally is our Pearson E Textbook. This is within the My Lab and Mastering area again. So instead of going into the labs though, you'll want to select additional resources and then e-text, which will be on the left-hand side. If you're a visual person like myself, here are some screenshots that hopefully you'll find helpful because this is exactly what it looks like. So first we click My Lab and Mastering, and then we click My Lab Reading Additional Resources. It's going to bring you to the same exact screen that you're used to seeing for My Labs, but look on the left side and you'll see a menu there, or you should be able to pop out a menu there and select e-text. Then your book will pop up, and once you click view, you'll have access to it. I hope you guys found the contents of this quick short video beneficial to you and learned some new things. Remember, you can always revisit this presentation as needed. And of course, and as always, should you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. Good luck, everyone.